All right, this video is going to be a little different than my others. I maybe start a new series of videos. I want to start going through some algorithms, some common algorithms that you run into, kind of help you figure out the logic in them, how to work your way through them. This first one I want to go through is one that I see all the time academically, but I've never came across in real life, but it's one of those. If you're learning Java formally, you'll probably see this example. Um, so here's the problem. Let me set it up for you. You have a number and you want to pull the digits out sequentially from the number. Now, this is a good one to start with because I see there's quite a few people interested in integer division, and this is one of the only real places I could think of for an actual use of kind of demonstrating how integer division works. So here we go. I don't have anything typed ahead of time. I'm just going to work through the problem in real time. I might jump around a little bit. That's just how I code. But kind of get you a feel for how you would attack a problem like this. So again, here's our number. We have an integer number, 153042. And let's say the problem is we want to display each digit of that decimal number one at a time. So to do that, there's a lot of different ways to do it. What I like to do on something like this is start with the easiest part first. So let's start with the ones place. Let's tear it down starting from the ones. So to do that, one thing you can do right off the bat to get that ones place is you take the number and if you divide it by 10, you basically are truncating off the last digit, correct? So this is where integer division helps. So 153042 divided by 10 is going to be 15304, and the 2 will be truncated. Okay. Now, if we take that number and we times it by 10, and let me put some parentheses around here to keep everything straight. If we times it by 10, then we put it back in this where it was. However, the 2 was truncated. Now, if we subtract that from the original number, what we should get is the one digit. So just make a store that right there like that. Let's just see if this works. All right, so there you go. So there's step one. Took the original number, divided it by 10 using integer division to truncate the 2, and then times it by 10. So basically undid what I was doing, but let the effect of the truncation remain, and then subtract that from the original number, and what you get is that one digit that was truncated. So now that we have the one digit pulled off, now we just can repeat this. Good candidate for a while loop. Um, we'll modify the original number. So we'll say while number is greater than 0. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll start with that. So while the number is greater than 0, we're going to find that first digit, print it out, and then we need to update the number. Let's do this actually so we don't have to do it multiple times. Make a temporary variable and store number divided by 10, our integer division. And we don't have to refigure that each time. And then after we're done, we'll set number to that temp. So if you're following this correctly, missing a curly bracket, while the number is greater than 0, we're going to do that integer division to strip off that last digit. Then we're going to times that by 10 to move it back, and then subtract it from the original number. And that'll give us the 1 digit printed out. And then we set the number that we're working with this new number that was truncated by 1 digit. And let's just see what this does. Oh, wow. Okay, so what we got here was 2, 4, 0, 3, 5, 1. And there you go. There are the digits one at a time printed out from this number. Pretty easy to do. There's tons of ways of doing this, but that's how you can do it from the least significant digit to the most significant digit using integer division.